today, the 14th. Alright. It's 2025. Orzhov Sewer. The other options were, what were they? Key results. Mardu Energy and Black Overlord with Living. Living in with Black Overlord. But you all have spoken. I guess 2 of you have spoken, the rest of you didn't say anything. Charming Prince, Pair of Bones, Orcish Bowmasters, Phelia, Tide Hollow Score, Haven Interrupter, God, Trawler. It's very strange to me that there's only 1 Flicker Wisp in the deck, but I guess that makes sense. Also kind of strange to me that there's no Stoneforge, but I guess it's fine. For Recruiter of the Guard. You know what would be really good in this deck, chat? Yorion Sky Nomad. Too bad we can't play Yorion Sky Nomad. Witch Enchanter? Disenchanter. Hardly knew her. I really wish this deck had 4 main deck Thoughtseize, but Four Ephemerate, 3 Fatal Push. Or Aether Vial. Wait. I have too many cards on my deck. So that's up to 61. Which card did I put too many in of? Oh, it's 3 Fatal Push, not 4. Although, what's up, Koval? Hope you're having a good one. Nice to see an Aether Vial deck. Yeah, it's unclear to me of how good this deck is, but we're gonna try it for at least a league. Theo Jung won a challenge with it recently. The hell? Alright, there we go. I was very confused. I think it mostly looks good to me. Ganjo. So Brian, surprised to see you here. You're usually too busy to watch streams, but always glad to have you here, of course. I might just play 2 Shadowy Backstreet, but there's not that many fetches in this deck, is the flip side. Oh, I'm a fencing ace. I don't know what's going on there. Giggity. Well, always glad to have you here. I'm gonna play a bunch of Modern the next few weeks, which I suppose is not very surprising. So I'm gonna play both of the RCs. I'm also gonna play some standard RCQs as well, but that has mostly been accounted for. Alright, so 2 extra fetch lands it looks like. Zerson played 2 flooded strands, but I'm going to split them, of course. Honestly, the best fetch land to play besides Marsh Flats for this deck is probably Arid Mesa, but I'm going to split them anyways. Alright, got those. Got some sideboard Thoughtseizes. Sanctifier Envec in the sideboard. That's a deep cut. I haven't seen one of those in so long. I like the Draneth Magistrate. I especially like the first copy of Draneth Magistrate. I think that's the best one for sure. I think I might sideboard more Thoughtseizes, but... I do actually like Wrath of the Skies in these sideboards because you don't actually have any 1-drops, so it's not that debilitating for you to play Wrath of the Skies. I kind of wonder if I should play Estonian Silence as well. What's up, Chilias? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, but I don't think that matters very much because when you play against the Urza Saga decks, you can just cast it for 0 versus them, which actually matters a lot. Like, basically cleaning up the Saga, the Mopals, the Ambers, and the Constructs is worth so much just for 2 mana, essentially. I don't know about Fairy Macabre. That seems kind of atrocious to me, but I guess, like, the first copy is worth a reasonable amount. I think this might be better as Containment Priest. It would help if I could spell third correctly. And the last 4 cards are for White Orchid Phantom. The reason to play 4 White Orchid Phantom, I think, is mostly Belcher, but it's overlap, versus Tron and Belcher, essentially, I think, is the way it goes. What were you playing, Brian? Were you playing Breach? Seems like you would... Raccoon Typhoon. Raccoon Typhoon. I don't know what that means, but... Anyways, this is the deck. This is basically, like... I guess a spin-off of like Legacy, Death and Taxes, but I think it plays like pretty differently. There's like no mana denial essentially. Oh, Omniscience combo. I see. So like you just get value with Recruit of the Guard, Phelia, You have some good removal. You can Flicker Wisp your Solitudes. You can Overlord, Solitude, Phelia, Overlord. Like, basically you're just designed to, like, grind other creature decks into the ground. I wouldn't really call this a white weenie deck. This is more like a mid-range deck instead of like an aggro deck. This is more like Jund in 2 colors almost, but I don't know. It depends on exactly how you want to view it, I suppose. Well, I even think Legacy Death and Taxes nowadays is closer to Jund than it is like a prison deck now, because like they just compete on card quality instead of like trying to lock you out with their Schadenports or whatever. Because I don't think the Schadenport thing has aged well. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, Recruiter of the Guard lets you play like a lot of one-ofs, like Sky... Well, I guess Boggart Troller, which is a black land as well, Witch Enchanter, Tidal Scholar, Flicker Wisp, Aven Interrupter, and Bird Bones, I guess, is like pretty nice. So, just kind of interesting to look at, you know? Orzhov Sewer. Modern. So yeah, I don't know. I want to try this deck at least. It's been doing well in the challenges. Gab has really liked it as well, so I think it's worth a small amount of time working on. So yeah, I guess we'll just head into the league. Will I win round 1 with Orzhov Sewer? Yes. Nope, you're a noob. I think I'm going to play a league with this deck and a league with another deck today, probably. Or try to, depending on how I'm feeling after this league. I'm still, like, getting over a cough, but, you know, is what it is. I'm not qualified for Chicago 4 out of the 40. I only played 1 Pro Tour last year, and it was Pro Tour Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I think, like, it's kind of difficult to stay on. It's even kind of difficult to just qualify once with the current system, but I don't know. It's okay. I'm, like... I want to play more Pro Tours, but I'm not, like, torn up if I don't play them. I can still go see my friends, you know? That's how I feel about it nowadays. Last seen deck Mardu Energy? No, Mardu Sacrifice. Okay. I will keep this first Mardu Sacrifice. Bragging about having friends. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I like to think I'm mostly friendly nowadays, but that was not always the case in my life. Ragaman. Well, about that one. Right. Yes, I would like to put a charge counter on that. Bring back me and Jarvis. Do you actually want that? So it's worse to wait versus Mana Tithe, but better versus like a... I don't know. You can probably ask other people to find out. Okay, that's not my favorite to play against, but it is what it is. Okay, well, that's a good solution for later May. I don't think I need another Solitude. Plus, binning it is actually actively good for if I draw an Overlord, you know. So it looks like I'm playing against some sort of energy deck. I hope it's not Spyro. Orzhov Sewer. Match 1, play. Okay, Fable. That's okay, because Phelia is like actually a very clean answer to Fable. I hope I draw land, though. Untapped lands are like almost the nuts here, I think. I think I'm going to tick up to 3 because there's 4 Recruiter of the Guard in the deck, as well as 2 Skyclaves. Okay, that's very good. So I think my plan is attack with these 2, attack with these 3, flicker out the token, then vial this in, kill Bombardment. They're going to kill my Bowmasters, but I think that's okay for me. Just double checking. I think it's good. Later I can start flickering the Witch Enchanter to like get control of the enchantments. Yep. Okay, I think I'm fine with that. I think it's just too dangerous to leave them with Bombardment for another turn. Like if they just draw a Johnny or something, everything falls apart very quickly. Classic Witch Enchanter W, chat. Fleage is like annoying, but not the end of the world. Like it's certainly beatable. Guide of Souls, sure. Sword Parade, sure. So the question is, what do I do if I don't draw a land? Well, I guess I think I'm going to leave my vial on 3. I think that's like not negotiable. Because I think 3 is just the sweet spot for this deck mostly. Okay, that's good. So attack, flicker that out. If they double block, I can like blow them out with Solitude. Sounds good. I could just let the Phelia die. I don't think it matters that much, actually. Then that would leave me with Solitude, Ephemerate. They would have 3 energy. No, I think this is fine. I don't think this matters. Like, I think I'm favored from this board. Like, any Recruiter, like, kind of blows the game open. An Overlord blows the game open. Oh. I see. Okay. Fuck, they hit another removal spell? That's so bad for me. Maybe they'll just cast it. Okay, now this game is very hard, I think, but I don't really think I have a choice. I think I just have to Solitude that because otherwise they get too much material. They're gonna discharge one of my creatures, probably the Solitude. Because if they don't, Ephemerate's too good versus them. Like, basically the issue is they'll have 2 removal spells. They have 5 lands. Oh, interesting. They didn't cast any of them. I guess that makes sense. Okay, what does this do? I impend this. Get back Phelia? Or I could just cast it. They could, but then they'll change the Roxit. But then I would Ephemerate. Is it actually better to make it a creature right now is the real question. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is actually impend this because I think it's safer as an enchantment and I can just get Phelia back to, like, flicker it. It's kind of an interesting game. It's going to last a while. I'll send this screenshot to one of my D&T pals. Okay, so what do I want to do about this? I think this is good. Still getting a small amount of lag spikes here and there, but so I'm gonna kill the reflection of Kiki Jiki, obviously. They can cast, like, I guess it depends exactly on what they do, but so they can put a bunch of counters on things. They can cast 2 things currently. If they draw a land, they can cast 3 things. So, like, an untapped land is actually probably their best draw. They would be able to cast Change of the Rocks of Johnny Flage. So, I don't know what'll happen if they do that. I guess we'll just see what they do. Johnny. Counter on cat. Yep. They do have the land, so they get everything, which kind of sucks. So they can kill both of these. I guess they should be... And they'll get a bunch of counters on their creatures, so it's somewhat problematic, actually, but... At least my, my Phelia will be able to flicker the Overlord next turn, but... This Game's gonna last a while, though. Okay. Sure. So they're flipping their a Johnny. They do. That's fine. Like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. Like, I can't really do anything because my hand's Phelia and they know that. I have an ephemerate coming off of rebound. So, but that doesn't do much. I think my best draw is like actually a removal spell. Okay. Okay. Removal spell, recruiter are both good draws. Land's bad. It's bad. I think I'm priced into flickering my Overlord and trying to get board stability that way. It's fine. I'm getting recruiter to get Solitude. Just to build a bigger board. Oh, maybe I should have recruited for Trawler and Trawlered them. Maybe I fucked up. Well, we'll see. Wait, I didn't fuck up. If they zero, I just recruit or Solitude their Flage. Now they don't have a red permanent. So chat, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that follow button. That's free to do, does help support the stream. If you really want to support the stream and you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, consider using it here. Oh, they had Thraben Charm. Oh, but that gets my thing anyways. It just has Destroy Target Enchantment on it. Okay, I was never going to play around that one. It's fine. Like, that's irrelevant. I can never play around that one, essentially, so it's fine. Yo, Brian, thanks. Huh, does that work? Let's see. Okay, I push that. That's not, like, particularly good because I would be... Well, I guess I wouldn't be dead. But it would be hard to come back from that. I would have to draw another good card. If I push that... Oh, it would still be kind of hard. Maybe I just have to push this and force the block here. Then they would have... No, it'd be at 10. They would have a 5-4 and a 3-4 flyer. It's all really bad. I don't really have a good series of plays. I think I have to push the 4-4 and hope to draw like a bunch of runners in a row. Incidentally, this is where Yorion would be very good for this deck. But Yorion is banned in this format. So... I'm dead to so many things. I'm not going to worry about it. I think I fucked this game out by potentially not trawlering the, whatchamacallit, the Flage. Wrath of the Skies, I think, is actually pretty good to side in, because they have a lot more ones than I do. Did Yorion die the sins of others? I don't know. It just, like, kind of died in Modern because it was kind of broken. And it's, like, fine to have in Legacy, I think, mostly. Although... Still somewhat weird that it's legal in Pioneer, I suppose. Okay, I was... So what can I draw? Does that do it? What does that get back? 2, 2. So I would... think... If I get back... No, I have to get back Solitude to not be dead. Can I do better? Oh, I'm gonna cast this, then I'm gonna think. Get back Solitude, Solitude. That. attack that with both of these. Okay, I guess that's like the only play I have. Is there another play? Doesn't look like it to me. Top 3 decks in Modern right now, Preach, Boros, and Eldrazi. That seems reasonable to me. Rats. Okay. Figured out I was still dead. I don't know, maybe that game was winnable if I tick my vial up to 5. But it felt like having it on 3 was better. I am willing to believe I fucked that one up somewhere. Not sure where exactly. Alright, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna side in these and this. Well, I just thought I was in like, I had 6 lands and a recruiter would have made leaving the vial on 3 a lot better. But maybe I should have just ticked it up to 5, yeah. Because there's like a fuck ton of 5s. Most of my cards are pretty good here, honestly. I think I actually am going to cut the Emperor, even though it's like a decent answer to... Oh, maybe I want... Well, Sanctifier cuts off these. But Sanctifier also eats all flages. Right, I'm going to have one Sanctifier in. Just cut the Charming Prince, I think. Okay. I mean, not ideal, but I think I can get a lot of value from this Wrath of the Skies. But I'll still play the Vial out. They might just dump their entire hand and I'll get them real good. Okay, this one I'm not going to play out. But we'll just chill for a while. I think it's okay to have one. It's just like an extra Barger Troller, if you think about it that way instead. But maybe I should have the Emperor Bones instead. Soul Guide Lantern, huh? That's unusual. I don't want to keep a second Witch Enchanter when I already have one. Not ideal. Really don't want to play out another Vial when I'm going to likely Wrath of the Skies in a few turns. Basically just want to sit on these two for a bit. Okay. kick up my vial to 3. Well, I don't really want to draw more lands, and I don't have any surveils left to get, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take out the Fable because it's easier for me to Wrath of the Skies those 2 away. It's worse versus like a Johnny, I think, to do this, but... I should be randomly activating in the vial for buffing equity, but I'm kind of lazy. Although maybe not versus Thraben Charm. That's not ideal. Okay. Now I wish I had ticked it up. Maybe I should have just ticked it up, pretending I was going to draw, like, a 5-drop. Taking a lot of damage next turn, but hopefully it won't matter. So I take 7, going to 9, but that's not the end of the world. Though I am remarkably close to dead. Kind of just hope their hand's like all removal that does nothing. I can beat that. I can't beat much else, I think. That's bad for me. Well, actually, is it? No, actually, that's fine. I think this is worth it. I think I have to take out the bombardments to have a shot in this game. Because it's like a red permanent for the Johnny as well, so I would just take so much damage. I If they don't have Thraben Charm for my Overlord, that would be backbreaking. I'm going to turn on some lights. It's getting dark in here. Okay. They didn't dome me with their bombardments. Fascinating. Well, guess this is what we got. Don't like that. So the reason not to do that is, what if I have Skyclave Apparition in response to the Johnny flip? Which I think it was fine to do what they did. Like, they're sacrificing 1 damage. I think I need to look for something better. Kind of dead again. Maybe they'll mess up. I don't think I can win if they don't mess up, really, so we'll just chill. It's really hard to mess up here, though. Because, like, at a minimum, you can just go, like, Guide of Souls Flage me. Zero a Johnny for 3 more damage. Okay, well, now they've done that, I guess I will kill this thing. But yeah, this is the problem. Now what do I do? Because I'll be at 2. They have an Ajani, a red permanent, and a Flage. So I'm like basically drawing dead, I think, now. It's not going to do it. Alright. We did in fact lose. It wasn't even close, but... Alright. Going to round 2 with Orzhov Sewer. But I think I'm going to take a quick bathroom break before match 2. So be right back in 3 minutes. Thanks, everyone. Alright, I'm back, chat. I gave bets in for round 2. We got some gamblers on no. I think I didn't play that match very well either, that last match, but it's okay. Got some gamblers. Some gamblers. Give me your points. Amulet Titan. It's probably not good for me in game 1. Let's see if they're an Amulet Titan 1 trick. They are. His hand's also not particularly good, so I'm just gonna fucking mulligan. Mulligan. Can this hand beat Amulet Titan? Kind of, I guess. We'll just ship a vial. I mean, I don't think like any of my 5-card hands actually beat Amulet either, so. Oh, that's not Amulet Titan. Probably Eldrazi then? Guess I should make sure they don't have like some unhinged Amulet list. Nope. I mean, my first hand was just like kind of bad anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Has anyone gotten VIP badge? There's a few people who have it. But mod overwrites VIP badge. If you mean if anyone's redeemed it, the answer is no. What the fuck is going on? 2025 is the year of the vial. It is, maybe. Open all there. Z-Turchan, you're an open all fan? My hand's kind of shit versus this too, but I don't know. I can't really do anything. What do you think this means? Oh, it means we're gonna fucking kill that Dryad Arbor. I don't think it's Valakut. Utopia Sprawl is actually not very good in Valakut, I think. Do I think there was a time... when Humans was popular, maybe Aether Vial and was one of the best cards, right? Yeah, Utopia Sprawl is not very good with Valakut, is what I would say. I don't think it's Ponza, but I guess it could be. What the fuck is going on? Why do they have 3 Utopia Sprawls? I don't know what's going on this game. I'm kind of scared, but I also can't do very much, so it's kind of irrelevant. I'm still going to do this just for more damage. Well, I think Aether Vial is at its best in decks that can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like old Legacy Goblins used to be like kind of an incredible Aether Vial deck, honestly. Alright, I think Solitude is a good pickup here. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like Solitude should be good versus what's going on. Okay. Well, also, like, Siege Gang Commander used to be, like, a really good 5-drop to put in play. Muxus being a 6-drop also, like, kind of works. Yeah, this is some sort of unhinged Titanless. My guess is they still have Amulet of Vigor, otherwise it doesn't really make sense to play those, right? Right. Alright. We're just gonna chill and see what they do. It's possible I'm dead next turn, but if they put like another Titan on the stack and activate Valkyrie targeting it, that's what I'm trying to defend myself against. If they don't do that, it's a little bit harder. I wish I'd drawn a white card right there, of course, but I think returning the Skyclave gives me the most optionality. Like, what happens if they just attack with Titan? Is it even that bad for me? Is Cultivator Colossus or Green Sun for a Titan? They didn't float, leave a red floating. Okay. I guess you can get like Bounce Land Mountain. This matchup does not seem good. But maybe I can just Solitude all of their creatures forever. Bog me. Sure. Oh, they did have a red floating. Okay, well. Now we pounce. Okay, apparently they didn't have anything else behind, so they're conceding. We'll take that. They had Valakut untapped. Oh, I see. So I missed that. Can this hit basics? No. So if they put the Sprawl on all of those, I can't do anything, but that's okay. I think the, like, probably supposed to have these. I wish I had a second Aven Interrupter here, but I think I'm gonna cut, like, Charming Prince. Oh, I think it's at its best versus Belcher. Like, I think it's extremely good versus Belcher. So, that's, like, the primary reason to have it. These fatal pushes seem actually not very good to me. So, like, if you think that's your best plan versus Belcher, also, these don't seem like they actually do very much. So, it's probably like this. Yeah, I think, like, the problem is when you're Orzhov, I think your matchups versus, like, Eldrazi decks is just going to suck unless we play 4 Thoughtseize. I kind of think you should have 4 Thoughtseize somewhere, but I don't know. I'm just going to mulligan him. This hand's like... Well, if I knew there was an untapped white source on top of my deck, I would probably keep, but... Actually, I guess I should do the math on that, but I don't think it favors me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 16. But that's like 16 over 53. So it's like a third plus 2/9, so it's like 55%. But I think if I mulligan, I have a better shot, so I'm just going to mulligan. Yeah, I think this hand is better. I'm going to just bottom a vial. Second vial is like pretty bad versus Force of Vigor as well. So just bottom a vial, probably... Well, I guess I see what they do in one, but... It's possible I should have had Wrath of the Skies in as well, but... I'm just going to play the Vial. Then I'll have Thoughtseize for next turn. Because if they, like, Veil me, I'll regret it, but whatever. Okay. Gruul Turf is good with Grazer, though. I guess it's, like, silly to say that bounce lands are good with Explore effects, but that's how it feels. All right. Okay. Real issue is I'm not going to kill them very fast, but... Oh, did they draw Green Sun Zenith? The fuck? I guess they have Leyline Scion in their... Well, Basilica makes sense to me, but you have no way of tutoring it. I think second Backstreet might be better than first Basilica, honestly. Oh, you're already on 2 Backstreet? That makes a lot of sense. I kind of wish I had a second Backstreet already, but... Did they play Force the turn before they did? So I don't know any of their cards really. Yo, Frog, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. How was the cubing? Alright. What do I want to do here? I have so much action. Probably just want to dig for a Phelia. Storm Pile. You're going to be on later? I guess you're just going to go get lunch or dinner or something. Do I get well, I know they have Vampire's Vengeance. Dryad. Okay. Okay. Guess their deck just did not function. Right. Played against Weirdo, Utopia, Sprawl, Amulet, and beat them 2-0. So we'll take that. Going to match 3 with Orzhov Sewer. Definitely wish I had second back street so far. That's the first observation. What was my second observation? Wish I had first back street. Wish I had some sort of like... I think Orzhov Pontiff might be really good, but... Anyways, prediction up for match 3. Thanks everyone who's came here from Frog Stream. If you're new to the stream, hit that follow button. That's free to do. It does help support the stream. And we'll open a chest for Bosch and roll real quick. I have all these chests. I was more of an NSYNC fan. I'm not really an NSYNC fan, honestly, but... Right. Aethertide Whale. Ascend for Avernus. I've never seen this card. Scheming Events, I have seen that card. Send from Avernus. 10 cents. Okay, well, it's, at least it's not 0. Yeah, wish I had second backstreet. Wish I had a second Flicker Wisp, I think, actually. But most other things seem reasonable. Aspiring Spike. Spike streaming. He's not. But I'll say hi. Oh, friendo. Okay. Whatever, I'll just keep. He could be on anything. So, I don't know. I just keep these hands when I'm not sure. 2 Flicker Wisp is what you're on. Cool. Alright. Mox Opal, one of the best cards. Alright, I really want to draw fetch land to kill that thing. Okay, so it looks like an Azorius Affinity deck. Yes. Fetch. Oh, that's bad. I guess I can find Solitude. So I'm going to do that. Nope, we bricked. Fuck, this is tough. Alright. God, a fetch would have been so insane here. No, Spike's not actually streaming. I think he's just testing that text off stream. But Mox Opal, real good card. It looks like there's always Affinity to me. That's what I'm going to call it now. Portable Hole probably hit my vial because... Makes sense. Tomeo. Another Mox. Okay, I'm basically dead. Can't get out of this. No, I can't. Alright. I'm just fucking, like, unfathomably dead. Alright. Do I want Thoughtseize? I'm just gonna cut Charming Prince and call it a day. Wish I had Stony Silence on my sideboard. I mean, yes, it's a non-bow with Aether Vial, but I don't think that matters. This hand is bad. This hand is also bad. So if I draw... Sam can win if I draw Black Source, so I think I should actually keep on 5. Just bend these 2. Okay. Okay. Named Aether Vial. I don't have a Vial, but probably an Emery is coming down or something like that. It's Emery or Tomeo, I think. Okay. Spike said, hold someone at the door. So Spike plays lightning quick, so it will not be an issue, but I am certainly probably going to lose this game because I kept a 1-lander on 5, but I will stand by that decision on 5. I think the first 2 hands were just like really bad, so just mulling to this hand I think was actually a decent shot of winning. Why are you doing me dirty like this? All right. Really don't have good choices, but that's fine. So I'm not going to play the Vial in case if I draw like land into Wrath of the Skies. So that's basically my thought right now, but I am in extremely bad shape. 3-mana Thoughtcast. Okay, that plays. I'm just going to be optimistic that everything works out. Like I can go Phelia and Overlord to like flicker it. If it doesn't work out, so be it. Dispatch, Jesus. I haven't seen a dispatch in a while. Fuck. A second dispatch. All right. Just gonna get the Emery. Fuck. Oh, getting destroyed. My 5-card hand is not in this game. Capican here. Yeah, I'm so fucked. I mean, like, even my better hands probably don't beat this, frankly. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Okay, I know what I'm looking for. White card to pitch to that. Don't have very much time for that, though. It's a 2-turn clock. Okay. I got fucking obliterated, but a 5-card hand is just not going to win those games, so it's fine. I think that matchup's probably okay, it's just that was very awkward. I mean, I feel like it should at least be even. Alright, going to match 4, prediction up. But it's okay. Sometimes you just get... You get the shit beaten out of you, and it's okay. It's completely fine. I think this is a keep. Someone's betting 7,200 on me winning. Z Turchan just all in. Someone going to challenge Z Turchan in the gambling arena. Ah, alright, I've already lost game 1. Someone should probably gamble no. This is the matchup where you want all of the phantoms. This is Belcher. It's Monoblue Belcher. So I'm just going to die to Goblin Charbelcher. And will not be close. Wow. Someone's taking my advice and just betting it all on no. Look at that. Look at the line moving. I don't think my life total matters. They overkill you with Goblin Charbelcher anyways, so it doesn't fucking matter. Oh, okay. Well, this gives me outs, I suppose. Shoal pitching Archaeologists. Okay, well, sucks, but it's fine. Another Archaeologist. So they're going to pick up another. Would I be interested in that? Not particularly. I don't really want to play Belcher, even though I think the deck is good. Which is maybe a funny way of saying it. Like, I just don't want to... I don't want to play the Belcher deck. Oh. I think I'm very unlikely to play this deck. I just want to do science. If that makes sense. But maybe at some point, Pete. I'm not sure. Alright. Let's see if they have the Belcher. I can't really beat anything, so it doesn't fucking matter. Quite good. I don't know. I feel like I'm having somewhat awkward draws. That's the thing, maybe the deck should play like more mana sources. Like it should play more MDFCs, I'm pretty sure. This is like only 22 mana sources. And I've just been like mana screwed almost every game, so. Right, there's the Belcher, which I can't really beat, so. I want like 24 mana sources, I think, is the reality. But People just never play enough mana sources. It's so insane. Like, can we just be responsible, put more lands in our deck? I mean, lands aren't fun, but casting your spells is pretty fun, right? Chat. Type 1 if casting spells is fun. And type 0 if it isn't. I should probably let them belch me so I could look at their deck, but I also just didn't care very much. I'm gonna leave one Solitude, but I basically think all of the like grindy cards just don't matter very much. Ironically, Candace is not very good versus them because it says non-artifact. They go through like Lotus Bloom / Charbelcher, so it doesn't do shit. This is okay versus Tamishi, sort of. Boomasters is a faster clock. Guess I'll go to 1 Overlord, 1 Solitude. I'll cut 1 Fatal Push, I think. This looks about right. Wait, does Draneth cut off Suspended Lotus Blooms? If it does, I should side it in, I think. I think it does, so I should probably have them in. I'll cut... Just cut the pushes, actually. I think the pushes are just bad. Also, if they try to Harbinger me, I don't give a fuck. They also can't cast their commander, but they don't have a commander or a companion. So I'm not sure the relevance of that statement, but, you know, is what it is. Kappa, indeed. I did die to Kappa Cannon in your last match as well, so. So I think this is actually a keep because I can start Stone Raining them on turn 3. I can also get some pressure on, and if I draw a Phantom, it's also quite good. So, but I can basically chain Stone Rains, so. And if they have to go for Lotus Bloom Suspended to kill me, then I can also recruit it for Draneth, and it's also good. But no Bloom, so. I kind of wonder if this deck should just have Stony Silence in its sideboard. Even like, yes, it's a non-build with Aether Vial, but it's so good for so many decks right now. I kind of think I would just play Stony Silence and accept it, but people seem loath to do that sort of stuff. I also think I would play an extra Wrath of the Skies. I think Wrath of the Skies is like kind of broken in this deck because it combos well with the Stony. That's like the Boros Energy sideboard plan that I'm pretty fond of as well. Just having both of those together is such a headache for a lot of the artifact decks. Well, it's because if you don't have both, I think you can lose to stuff like Kappa Cannoneer and shit like that. You really need a mixture of both. Alright, opponent appears to be AFK. Oh, are they back? Okay. Good draw. He said sorry. Let's say NP. I'll probably just die again to Charbelcher anyway, so who the fuck cares? Sink into Stupor for Thunder Trap Trainer. Okay, Archaeologist. It's so funny. It cannot miss in this deck, I think. Oh no, it can miss. It can just hit only it can hit only creatures actually. But it's very unlikely to miss. So I'll just Bowmaster their face. So this turn, it's safe to tap out for 3-drops. I'm going to do it. This is like the best turn to Stone Rain them, essentially. Because this is the safest to do so. What did they put in their hand? War of Invention. Okay. Recruiter. If they have a mountain, they got me. But I think it's very unlikely that they have a mountain, to be quite fair. Comes in tapped, so I can even like draw step it because they can't war that way. Like, maybe they draw the mountain even if they have one. I'm gonna kill the Sink in the Stupor because that's the one that's, like, better to pick up. I don't think they have a land to go get. They do not. I'm gonna send this to my buddy XJ Cloud. Suppression raise. Okay. I'm actually going to leave that on 2 because of Spell Snare. Well, I could have gotten Flicker Wisp, actually. That's probably better. Whoops. Oh well. We'll just keep casting 2/2s and sinkholes until they're dead, which I think they will be dead before they can do anything. Actually, doing this is better versus like into the Flood Maw, so this might actually be better to do. Because then they can't like bounce something and get a turn where they can cast War of Invention. So this actually is probably better to do if I had to guess. One, two, 5, 6, 7, 8, -1, so it's 7. We'll get another Phantom. All right, game 3, I'll be on the draw. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I think I don't change anything though. think this is actually good enough to keep, but of course there are issues. Lotus Bloom suspended. Alright, that makes it harder. How's it in PA? I don't know. I live in Maryland, so... It's chilly. It's also chilly here, which is probably not very surprising. I've never lived in Pennsylvania, so... Disrupting Shoal, don't love that. Alright, I'm gonna score this turn. That's actually a really good draw, but... I'll make them shoal this. And then next turn I'll try to kill all of their lands. Right, they pitch the Veil. Pittsburgh and Philly people. Like Mike Noble and I go way back, so. I guess I've known you well. Omnia as well. Okay, that's auspicious. They're leaving that up. Getting some lag. This is like quite bad. All right, there it goes. I'm gonna cast it. Like, I don't really have any other choices. Fuck. All right, probably gonna lose. No, I thought there was a chance of a Spell Snare, but I couldn't do shit about it anymore. So now if they have Belcher, I lose. I guess, like, they could have Belcher but not a land. I mean, I cast a spell on turn 2 and 3. Both got countered. There's a chance they don't have the Belcher. And even still, if they have the Belcher but no land... then I can just Stone Rain them 3 times by my next turn cycle, maybe. Or by their... Yeah, by my next turn cycle, I would be able to Stone Rain them 3 times. I mean, obviously I chose to keep a slightly risky hand, but the hand looked pretty good to me, so... What are you going to do? Alright. I think they have a War in their hand. Okay. So, I know they don't have Spell Snare. I'll let them draw a Spell Snare if they draw it, that's fine. Oh, you're playing Charlotte, B-Rush? Sweet. I'm playing both Portland and Charlotte, but I'm just trying lots of things. All the East Coast RCs. I'm gonna try to play most of the RCs, although, like, we'll see how I feel, like, mid-year. I think I'm getting old and tired now. You hate all other decks? I mean, that's a totally valid way to do things. If you hate all of the decks, like, I don't know, there's not much to say. Optimal way to qualify for the Pro Tour. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't really matter that much to me anymore. I mean, like, optimal way is weird because there's not that many. The PTQs at the MCs are definitely the best way, yeah. I think, like, or the big standard open in Chicago that I top 8'd because it wasn't actually that big was actually a really good way. You know, it was like 220 people and I like top 8'd and then like it gave me an invite, so that was sweet. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna play Phelia end step. I think they might be sitting on a war, but they're trying to get to war for so if they have the Belcher, I lose, but I can't do anything about that because I can only Stone Rain them down to 7. But I don't think they have the Belcher because they would have casted that one turn, so... Yes, I mean, fire every bullet, but there's not that many bullets is the real issue, right? Spotlight's help. I mean, sort of, I guess, yeah. So I don't think they have the Belcher, otherwise they would slam it here. Okay. Just gonna get Sculler back, I think. So like makes it very hard for them to do anything. Oren's good for next turn. Disrupting Shoal. So if I take the Seagate, they can't do anything to me, even if they draw the Belcher. So I should take Seagate Restoration. I think I clicked on the Seagate, but let's commit go lag. I'm gonna just pick up Lauren with whatchamacallit. With the flickered Overlord. I don't think there's anything they can draw. Because they don't have a land. If they draw Tamishi, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, so they're just kind of cold, I think. I can also draw step Ephemerate, Scholar, so I think it's just Jover. We're just like a snake squeezing the life out of them. All right, we win in 3. Suck it, disbelievers. All right, playing for the Jun 5-0, aka 3-2. Gator bets in for match 5. I'm going to run a quick ad and run to the bathroom real quick before match 5, so be right back. Wow, some big gamblers for this last match. All right, we're heading to the match 5 with Orzhov Sewer. Hope you're all having a good Tuesday. You believe in the sewer? Holy shit, some huge bets. Might try Living End after this for a few matches. Who's going to an RC soon? A modern regional championship soon. Self-sec. Delirium. This is like good versus all of the fair decks that person likes to play, so I'm going to keep. I guess I should see what's in Delirium. Okay, this is mostly what I expected. 2 looting. Yes. Alright, her turn. Waiting for Charlotte for Aether Drift. Makes sense. FOMO. Street Wraith. Rumble. Okay, well. Gonna get Cautelous Shrine. Might go lag. Gonna take Boggart Troller, I think. Getting a lot of lag though. Have other people been getting a lot of lag like this? Lag is back again. I see. Maybe I won't play another week after this. Holy shit, it's really fucking bad. I wonder what's causing it. Is the real question. But yeah, this is like very annoying. Alright. Go. Get Solitude. That like almost fucks it up. Merit Laging or Merit Lagging? Sorry, I couldn't help myself, Mac. Also, welcome to the stream, Mac. Hope you're doing well. Also, any other Prime subbers today? Anyone want to get the Jarvis clap emote? Alright. That was not close. Sanctifier seems good here, unironically. Well, this is actually good versus my opponent. They have Street Wraith and FOMO. So probably, yeah. Do I want Fairy Macabre? Not really. I think I'm going to cut Aven Interrupter. It doesn't look very good. They don't have Hollow One in their deck, which is very bizarre to me. I'm going to cut Tide Hollow Score as well. There are no Flagstones of Trocaire in my deck, and my white Order Phantoms are not in my main deck. So I think that should tell you how I feel about that stuff. Which is, it doesn't seem fantastic to me. I just want to play the Phelia Overlord stuff. What's up, Travis? Hope you're having a good one. I'm going to play this land because this is one they know about. I'm just going to fetch a Surveil. I'll still play one more league after this, but not with this deck. I'll play a faster deck. The lag makes playing slow decks like kind of brutal. Have you been doing well with Hammer still? Is Mox Opal Hammer still the truth? I see. I don't know. But like, if that's the issue, you can just get servers somewhere else, right? And farming Frog and Eldrazi. That makes sense, actually. So what are the bad matchups for Hammer right now? I guess like decks with Wrath of the Skies. Looking promising for the 3/2. So this cuts off my ability to return black creatures, but I think I'm okay with that because it also, they're like a Delirium deck, so this is like a huge problem for them. Like, I don't actually know what they're going to do about this fucking Sanctifier in back. This matchup for Hammer, that makes sense. Like, it's just a million Solitudes and spot removal and recursion. So if the game goes long, you can just never win. If the game goes short, you just have to go all in, and every time they have a Solitude, you lose, right? That's how I would view it in my head. I want to turn the corner before they like Phoenix me or something. Detective Phoenix me, that is. But I also have a Solitude in my hand, so I can just tap out willy nilly. Yawgmoth? That should be more solvable, I think. I'll probably check out your video at some point. Yeah, a new video. I just want to try other stuff. I can always go back to Hammer. I feel like I'm okay at playing the deck, honestly. I milled another Overlord of the Balemurk, but you can't pick that one up anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's just so many decks to try. Like, I just can't imagine spending all my time on one deck, you know? My thoughts on Breach. It seems like a powerful deck to me, but I don't know how to build the deck. Like, that's the real issue, you know? The discarded Detective Phoenix. I'm going to show XJ this photo too, because it's quite funny. Breach. Yeah, there's so many, and they all matter a lot. I don't know. Like, you just need a coherent, cohesive plan, which I'm not capable of doing right now. Did I win the die roll in game one? I did. Delirium. Win. This matchup seems actively good for me. Alright, what do I want to do, actually? I didn't draw a land, but that's okay. It's probably just attack, play another Sanctifier, and play Phelia end step. Revealed those four. I don't even know what their out is here. Like, I feel like I have them on full lockdown, pretty much. Alright, we'll do this. This looks nearly unbeatable for them anyways, because I can just pick up the Solitude off of flickering the Overlord. I'm gonna sandbag the Recruiter in case if something weird happens. I'm not sure what weird thing could happen. Satisfactory 3-2. We'll take our 1 chess profit and play point. Alright. Ooh, red overlord? Is that worth anything? Price overlord of the, what is it called? Boiler Burges. Boiler Bilges. Alright, so yeah, that's Orzhov Sewer, I guess. Deck feels fine. It's a little bit clunky. I want this second shadowy backstreet. I want it extra lands. Probably just more MDFCs is what I would want. Probably more white MDFCs, frankly. The deck feels reasonable, at least. I don't know. Not much to say about it, I suppose.